Hey, what's happening guys? Welcome to eReviews. In this video, let's take a look at the camera performance of the Yunicorn. So without any further ado, let's get started. Before we begin, let's take a look at the specifications. It's got a 13 megapixel primary camera with an aperture of f/2.2 with face detection autofocus and a dual-tone dual LED flash. It can shoot 1080p videos at 30 frames per second, and one thing I liked about this camera setup is that it's got electronic image stabilization. Images taken in broad daylight turned out to be surprisingly good. White balance, color reproduction and dynamic range was something more than what I expected, but the amount of detail is still lacking, but given the price point, it's acceptable. But one thing I didn't like about the processing is the amount of exposure. Some images, even in broad daylight, turned out to be too overexposed for my liking. And with an aperture of f/2.2, the depth of field is defined average at best. When it comes to artificial and low light conditions, the camera does seem to perform decently. The amount of noise is comparatively low, but the issue with exposure still persists. Moving on to videos, as I mentioned earlier, the Yunicorn can shoot at a maximum of 1080p, and the video turned out to be pretty decent, but again it still had the issues with amount of exposure. The autofocus during videos had smooth transitions. And thanks to electronic image stabilization, the videos turned out to be very stable. Moving over to the front of the device, we have the 5 megapixel front-facing camera with an aperture of f/2.0, and I must say that it's pretty good when it comes to that occasional selfie. But when it comes to videos, well, let's have a look. So this is a video from the front-facing camera and the audio is from the onboard microphone. As much as I was satisfied with the selfies from the front-facing camera, this is completely right opposite. There's absolutely no detail, hell lot of artifacts, and I'm pretty sure the front-facing camera doesn't have any white balance or any processing of that sort, because the colors are all off and there's nothing natural about it. So let's get to the verdict. It was a good journey with the rear-facing camera. A couple of software updates can perfect it and make it even better, but when it comes to the front-facing camera, I don't really think anything can be done about it. Now, you calls this device their flagship, and I think that's the biggest marketing mistake they've done. The rear-facing camera is good, but definitely far away from a flagship material. And the front-facing camera is, I think, below budget material. Anyways, that's left to you guys to decide. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the camera performance on the Yunicorn. Alright guys, so that brings me to the end of this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for the full review. Also like eReviews on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for some good tech information and fun giveaways. This is Santosh signing off for eReviews. You guys have a great day.